Good day, everyone, and welcome to Topic Tuesday. I don't know why I said Thursday, but it's Topic Tuesday, y'all. Bear with me, I'm on vacation, so my mind is a little not on. But I'm here to do Topic Tuesday with you, and my name is Crystal Johnson. I'm the mental health clinician with the AFLC. And today we are actually going to continue our discussion with coping with exams. Last week we discussed when we introduced the coping with exams, we talked about acknowledging and allowing expression of our children's feelings and our feelings, understanding our own anxieties as parents and our children's anxieties as well in regards to taking an exam. And then we talked about breathing and making sure to take a break. So some of the things may overlap today, but it's still important coping strategies to help with the coping with the exams, so we just want to start off today with something really simple but still takes a bit of mind work to do, which is focusing on what you could control. Now, I think I mentioned it in the last session as well. So in this time of uncertainty, it's so very much natural for us to think about and worry about what's going to happen to the future. So our children are also thinking about what's going to happen next. I'm going into exams. It's looking different. School is different. I haven't been in school for at least a year or so. So for a lot of us, this unhelpful worrying and concerns, about things that we can't control would definitely kind of stress us out, in regards to the exams and what's happening and so forth. So when it really comes to the exams, focus on what they could control. Hi, Joseph. Welcome back. Thank you for coming back today. I know you said you had stress last week. So we're talking about focusing on what you could control. So what we want is our parents to help the children and help prepare for the exams, like if they're going ahead. So not focusing on that we lost a year in the pandemic and exam has been pushed back. No, we're focusing on exams are here. You prepared, you did what you could have done, and you're giving it your best shot under the circumstances of this year. It's not an easy task, as I said, but it's definitely a way of trying to keep your mind as parents and children's minds on track and motivated. A technique I like to use, exams have passed smoothly, thank the good Lord. Great to hear, Joseph. I'm glad to hear that. A technique that I like to kind of use with everyone is the grounding technique, which is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'll go over that quickly with you. It's good. I like to use it with students as well when they have normal anxieties. So whatever situation you're in as a parent, or even if you're noticing that your children are feeling overwhelmed, have them sit upright in their position in a chair, help them with their breathing, breathe in and breathe out through their nose, slowly. And they're looking for 5 things they could see, 4 things they could feel, 3 things they could hear, and 2 things you could notice with your smell, and 1 thing that you could taste as lingering in your mouth. Now they could do this even in exams as well, which I find is very helpful. So in addition to the breathing, by recognizing these 5 senses as happening, what tends to happen is that when the mind dissociates from the moment and you're thinking about, oh my gosh, I don't know this question, I can't remember the answer, I am blanking out. By doing this though, by reconnecting to our senses, it pulls us back to the present moment and it relaxes us a bit. And basic facts is that the brain simply works better when it's relaxed. So focusing on what you can control, and the grounding technique is quite useful as well. Another coping strategy, even in this time, because I know exams have started for some and a lot of people have more upcoming, is still keeping a study routine. which is such a helpful way of staying on track, even up to, as I said, the last days to your children's exam. So, making sure that I still have a timetable with slots for different subjects and a schedule, including regular breaks. I talked about the breaks last week, and I'll reiterate that again today, how helpful it is to have breaks. But back to the studying and the schedule, at least it will help the children feel like, there's a plan of action. It also helps you feel like if there's a routine happening for the day, in regards to the children studying as well, and even for your multitasking of the day, right? So make sure you have a place in the home where you could make a study space for your child. That could really help. Research has shown that, when you study in a similar environment, it's quite helpful in remembering information. Now, I know we're all in the same space, so you have to kind of be a little creative with it, but try as best as possible to arrange a spot with little noise and distractions and away from where you would normally relax. So I know some children are studying at home. This might be the only place, but at least maybe change the room rotation or something like that. At least not on the bed, not near the bed. Have them at a makeshift desk if you have to. Make sure the children are playing outside if you have other children. Just trying your best to create a space so they could have their studying schedule intact and your schedule intact as well for your day at home or in and out. Another useful tip is also supporting each other and our children at this time. I mean, as I said before, due to social distancing, you and your children obviously are spending so much more time together. You do everything together. You're working together in the same spot. You're going to school in the same spot. We're playing in the same spot. We're taking breaks in the same spot. That we need to support each other in as well. We are all in the same boat of stresses and frustrations and concerns and stuff like that. So it could be difficult spending time with the same people. That's okay. We try to do as best as we can to make, spots at home, but supporting each other as well in it. If for some reason there is tension at home, or the home feels a little bit chaotic, at least for parents right now, what I would say is to try to deal with your matters privately as well, or seek support from friends and family members so your child and even you could have some quiet space to get throughout the day without much distractions. I know for me, sometimes I will ask my sister-in-law if she could even take my daughter somewhere to do the online schooling so we could get to work. Or when my daughter had her assessments, even at 5, we made sure to not bring my son around, try to leave him at home or leave him with someone else that we trust. And even during this time of COVID, to make sure she didn't have distractions. So it was not the best. And it was not school. It wasn't the ideal thing in our head, what we would like really for her to do her little exams and assessment. But still, we did the best that we can. And we understood this is what we could do within our means, right? Also, make sure that during this time, as I said, you need to be creative about how and where you study and you de-stress. So, as I said, setting up a different room for studying, another area for relaxation as well for parent and child. Joseph said, I've actually blacked out an examination room and it sucked. Oh, sorry to hear about that. But at least you tried something. Sometimes it's a trial and error situation. And you see what works and what doesn't work for you. But it doesn't mean that you didn't try something. And to get, your examination room ready as well. It takes time, y'all. It's a difficult situation we're in right now. So we're doing what we can as best as we can. Keep that in mind, right? Another tip again, take the break, but take a proper break. Too many times I'm hearing people say, yeah, I'm taking a 5-minute break. I'm going to drink water. I'm going to just step away from the desk, or even parents, I'm going to take a break, but you're not really taking a break. You're going to see about what's happening in the stove, what I have to cook for lunch, what my child has to do if they're sticking to the schedule, or even the child, I'm going for a drink of water, but I'm coming back right to my study space to chill out. Your break needs to feel like a break. No matter how motivated you are, or you feel that you are, it's only so much your brain could take any day, and so much focus you could have on and actually taking the information. So take a regular break. It's critical in regards for us to remember the information and to process it. So when you do take a break, really move away from the space you are studying as much as possible. Even as parents, move away from the table, from the laptop as best as you could recognize and feel like if you're actually having a break. Ideally, we would like to go outside and take a walk or whatever, but at this time we can't, so we have to kind of work again with our means. So go in the garden, go in your backyard, front yard, even as best as you can, to get some fresh air, to watch the birds, listen to, I don't know, sometimes I listen to like the noises outside, or the cars driving up and down with the music, and it's just, at least, taking a break from what I'm trying to do. At least it'll give you some ease up. And remember, do not be hard on yourself at this time, right? Both parents and students, and parents, make sure to not be so hard on the students as well. This is a situation we could have really never really prepared for when it comes to life and now doing exams, right? So it's understandable if you and your child are having some bad days where you're feeling very stressed out or unmotivated, or you're just really unsure how to feel. And these feelings are very much normal. But try to do as much as you can to help stay focused, and do little by little each day. And that should help them and even help you as a parent feel less stressed in the long run. You will note that all these coping strategies are very, easygoing. But for some parents, use leisure time for cooking. And yes, they do. So you could use your leisure time as well to do the mundane things that we think that's around the house, cooking or cleaning or coming together as a family to even prepare lunch. Might be the break a student may need as well. But remember, this has been a difficult year for a lot of us, and our focus right now is to make sure that we want our children to succeed, and we want them to do the best that they can. So we want to, again, provide what we could, do what we can as parents, as guardians, as teachers right now, to be positive, to use positive language, to be encouraging and motivating even in this time. Still, even when there were distractions in the house, or you was getting frustrated with each other in regards to, am I studying enough? If I'm not studying enough, at this point, exams are here. You both did as best as you can within the last year under these circumstances. It's an exam. It's an important one, but it's still an exam. It's just a transition from point A to point B. If something does not work out, again, do not be hard on yourself or be hard on your children. There are always options in regards to make up. This is not the finale, to be honest, of life, right? So they will do their best. Last week we had from the Youth Commission a prayer for a mass for the intentions. I hope you guys sent it, but keep doing that. Keep praying. Keep offering your children's worries or concerns or anxieties, even your concerns and your anxieties at this time of the children going into school to do their exams. Offer it up and let the Lord do what he has to do as well, right? So I hope you guys had join me for a good session today. It was simple but still important to remember some key tips. Again, we talked about focusing on what you could control, grounding techniques for the anxiety, still continuing with a routine and a study space. You know, it's still important, is supporting each other through this time. So still have conversations with each other, still talk about each other's feelings, you know, even when you know, all stuck together in this one space. Still support each other in that, and when the home is not feeling like home right now, try to figure out how to deal with matters separately so your children don't get involved. And you know, you could work on your partnership and whatever matters separately, so the house is a little more smoothly running in regards to examinations, and there's no noise or nothing like that. Where's your partner in crime, by the way, the master school? Are you asking me that, for Joseph? Yes, I'm glad to hear that the mass was cool. And yes, it was Father Martin Sergio, and I believe it was a really nice session, and I'll commend you, Commission, for doing such a great job for putting it on. So as I said, keep praying for everyone. We will also keep you all in prayer at Family Life Commission, and you guys continue to keep safe. Again, don't be too hard on yourself, and let God do the other half of it for you all. So join us next week for another exciting topic, where I hope you will join us again. I hope to see you again, Joseph. And any questions, any topics you guys would like to discuss, shoot us a message at Family Life. We're more than happy to discuss about anything you guys want to talk about. Don't forget, this year's the year of the family. And remember that, you know, we're all going through this together, okay? I'm so excited for vacation. Yes, you all have a good vacation. All the students who happen to be watching this, or parents, make sure your students and your children, your lecturers, your professors, everybody, make sure that you encourage to have the break. It's well overdue. It's well deserved. So make sure you feel like you're having a break. Hopefully restrictions will be lifting up soon. So still practice your safety measures, but still make sure you have a break, relax, watch all the movies you need to catch up on, do family nights, do game nights, do virtual game with your friends. There's so much you could do to unwind and relax as well. And no matter what happened in exam, you guys did your best, and that's important. So you guys take care, and I will see you next week. Bye.